Hello again, I am Jimbo. Welcome back to Season 2 of Prison Architect. You can see our construction is almost complete, and we've got a guy in here who's now trapped because there's no doorways. What I like to do is, as soon as a room is built like that, I like to cancel the installation of the lights so I can place them where I want them myself. Going to leave him trapped in there for a second while I let these guys finish off over here. So that one's done. Let's quickly cancel those lights. He's going to put in a lot of them. Now this bit is done, so let's cancel these lights as well. And now cancel those lights as well. So now I can place those lights where I want them. So now we have these guys in and completely stuck. They need a way in. So we need to put some doors in. So I'm going to start by putting a door in here. And we're going to use these double-sized door cells, jail cells here, like so. And we are also going to put in a solitary door there. We need a staff door there. And then over here, we are also going to need a double cell door there, a single cell door here, although actually no, we probably want a staff door on that one, and we want a single staff door here, cell door even, just there. And we're actually going to move this doorway across a little bit, just to give us a bit more room. So we want a double going just there as well. Our yard is actually going to be an interior yard. There's not going to be sort of exterior ground and stuff. We could build them that way if we wanted to, but I don't really want to. So now that we've got these doors and you can see guys can actually get in and out and carry on doing some bits and bobs. So first things first, before we start doing anything else, let's put our power units in. So you can see we've got these lights here. We'll leave those where they are, but they're going to get ripped up actually. So let's move that light to there, that light to there, like so. And then those other ones will probably get torn up in a moment. So we need to add some objects. So the easiest way to do this is if we go to power supply. Here's where we can get our generator from. So just plonk that straight in the middle there. And then we want the same with water supply. We want our water pump slap bang in the middle there. Once those are in, we can then actually connect our power supply up. We are going to go back to power supply, speed time up, get that thing installed because I want to put in some capacitors nice and quickly as well. So let's drop in 3 capacitors just to get us started. And now we're going to map out the power line for our prison, and we're also going to map out the water mains. So we'll do the water first actually. We'll start with the small stuff. You want to use small piping to connect everything up, and then when you have all your sort of interior stuff done, have a connection going to a large pipe which will help carry water pressure. These small pipes will only carry water so far before they run out of pressure. So we're going to have toilets marked in these locations like this. So we're just going to build pipes all the way up like this just to connect those up, and then we'll feed them into the shower block like so, and we'll have pipes coming down like that and connected that way. We'll mirror that on the opposite side, so pipes coming down across like so. It's much easier to put your piping in first and then build your walls over the top rather than the other way around where you put your walls in and then put your pipes in afterwards, because sometimes depending on how you've built it you'll find that you have to take walls down and rip them out to be able to get to certain places for your pipe installation. So as you can see, we're just putting all of our piping in first. It just makes things a little bit easier. So this is for our toilets and our showers in each block. We're going to connect these together. So we'll have a line going like that, and we're going to have another one a bit further down as well. And we also need toilets in here as well, so let's pipe those in like that. We're going to have large pipe running, I think probably to about here, and we'll run that sort of along like that, and then we can get, try to see about spacing. I'm hoping that another connection there will be enough like that, and I'm building those ones through the walls rather than underneath the toilets. It just makes it a little bit harder for them to tunnel out if they don't know where the tunnel kind of connects. So again, we'll run that one through the wall and connect it to our pipe there. We are going to need to run this pipe into here to connect up to our water generator, and if we get some power into that, you'll actually be able to see the flow of the water. So let's run a power cable to that there. I like to remove the unnecessary bits of cable just because it cleans the area up a little bit. So as soon as that piece goes in, that should power up into life. There we go. And you can see the red line indicates our power usage. So as it gets higher and higher, you know, we're putting more and more load on our generator. You can increase the amount of power it can handle by adding in more capacitors, and you can have them all the way around. So you've got 9 capacitors that you can hook up. No, more than that. You've got 16 capacitors you can hook up. 5 along the top, 5 along the bottom, and then 3 on either side as well. So you've got a complete ring around that generator. So you can really crank the amount of power up in that thing. We've actually built this one too wide, haven't we? Yeah, we have. I do this every now and again, so we need to fix that. Let's go to walls and doors and go to concrete walls. This is another good reason, another good example as to why it's a good idea to actually plan out your stuff, because if you do go 1 square too far, you can see straight away. And we're going to get rid of that extra bit that we don't need by going to demolition and bulldoze, and we're going to take out that entire line. And that'll take out the foundations that we laid there as well, because we don't need them. There we go. So that's now matched to the right size. So now that we have the pipe in, let's see the effect of our water supply and see if we've got good flow. It looks as though we have pretty good water flow through all of our pipes over there, and we have good water flow through all of the pipes over there as well. Now we need to add water into our kitchen up here as well, so we are going to need, if that's going to be our sink, we're going to need to put in some small piping, and I'm hoping that we can actually just run small piping all the way across like this, and that be enough. We'll see if that's too great of a distance. If it is, we can always put a little bit of extra, large pipe in just a little bit further up. But yeah, we have water going all the way in there. That's good. So let's start putting in some walls. Actually, no, let's put our power lines in first. So here is our power generator. We're going to run this like this, and we're going to have to run these into the cells because the cells are all going to be walled off. So the easiest way to do that is to just run straight through the walls like this. In fact, we don't actually need those cables in the middle like that. We can get away with just doing that. Now we need to kind of run this across into this prison here. And we'll do that from here. And these ones we don't have to, because we're going to have barred walls here rather than a solid wall. We just need to run into this unit. So if we run up here like so, I'm going to have metal detectors there, so there has to be a power connection going into this block here, and same again up to there. And then we need to have lights going, power going into our shower area so that our lights will get caught. So we'll just run across like that. Again, we're going to need to make sure there's power going up to there and down to there. And we can just draw a line all the way down like that. That should be enough. So that gives us power in our cell block. So now we can actually start to build our cell block. So let's go to walls and doors. There we go. And we want to build some concrete walls in. So the easiest thing to do when you're building your walls is build all of a certain sort of direction first. You're going to find that if you try and do a line like that and then go all the way across that, there's going to come a point where that wall's going to get built, and that one's going to get built, and that one's going to get built, and that one's going to get built, and they're not going to have access to build that one there. So it's a good idea to, if you're going to put dividing walls in, get those built first, and then you can start adding in these walls here as well. And that way you don't end up, with a hole in the middle there that your workers just don't have access to. So we're just building these dividing walls here for our cells, like so. And we're just going to keep drawing these lines in, and our workers are going to come in and build the concrete walls to create those basic cell shapes. Once the shapes are there in place, we can start putting the barred walls in and start putting the doors in, and so on and so forth. And go across there and across there. There we go. So our basic cell block is starting to come alive. And again, we've got this wall here that needs to go in as well, so let's drop those in like that. And there we go, our basic cell block is really starting to take shape. Just these ones here as well. Okay. Same again in here. Let's start putting these walls in. So this is our solitary block, don't forget. So we'll start dropping in these lines here. And while that's being finished off, I'm just going to slow time down a little bit. Let's go into our bureaucracy. So first things first, we need to hire finance, we need to research finance, and we need to research maintenance. Those are the two that we want to add in. We want to add in a chief of maintenance staff and an accountant so that we can unlock some extra grants. Grants will give us access to bonus money to help us complete our prison. So we've completed finance. Now that we've done that, we can hire an accountant. So let's hire her. She's going to claim one of the offices. She'll run down the path. And there we go. You can see she's claimed that office there. And now we've completed maintenance as well. So now we can hire a foreman and he'll claim that office. So we go back into Bureaucracy. Now we can start researching within their skill trees. So we want to research Extra Grant, and tax relief is a bit expensive, but we'll take that. We also want to research Clone, Cleaning, Groundskeeping, and Prison Labour. The Clone will allow us to actually build rooms really, really quickly. So let's get some lighting in here first of all, because we are looking a little bit sparse. Actually, no, we'll put the lights in last. There's a reason for that. We'll go to Objects next. So, because we don't have these marked yet, we're going to have to kind of put these in by eye. So, we want a bed. We'll plonk the bed in there. And we want a toilet. Now, these are kind of like the bare necessities. And obviously, that is where our piping is. That's where the door's going to go. So this is the spot for our toilet, just here. Let's go back to toilet. There it is. Like that. And that's the basic bare necessities of our cell, a toilet and a bed. We're actually going to add a little bit extra in there as well. So we're going to add in a bookshelf and a radio. So where is the radio? Radio. There we go. And we'll put the radio opposite the toilet and the bookshelf next to the toilet. And this just improves the quality of the cell a little bit and keeps our prisoners a little bit happier. So now that we have a cell kind of interior done, I want to add in the walls and doors. So I'm going to go for a barred wall just there. And then next to that, I want a cell door. So it's a single jail door. And it's showing the wrong way at the moment. It just kind of always puts them in like that when they're on their own. But as soon as we attach the wall, there we go. As soon as we attach the door, it straightens itself the right way out. So now we have a complete cell. So we're going to go to Clone now that we've finished researching it. And what we can do is we can just drag and copy and paste like that. And what this will do is this will order all the pieces that we need and install all of those pieces for us as well. So this is a really handy way to do multiple things really quickly. And then we can flip that and mirror image it to the other side. So I'm just going to wait till this first one is built, because sometimes when you flip things or rotate things, the doors end up opening the wrong way. Like that, you see, that door is opened the wrong way. So what I want to do is now pick that door up and rotate it. So now it opens the way we want it to, back into the wall like that. So as soon as this has been built like that, what I can do is go back into Clone, and now I can copy that cell and paste that in all the way down here. You've got to be really careful when you place these, because if you click it there, it will demolish whatever's in the way to build in exactly what you want wherever you've clicked it. So don't just get trigger happy and click all over the place when you're doing this. Make sure you line them up properly. And now that we have that done, what we can also do is we can now highlight that, and now we can do both sides of the cell block in a single go as well, like that. Oop, and there you see I clicked in the wrong place. So we've just demolished that wall, and everything we built is now one square in the wrong spot. So we'll come back to that and fix that in a moment, but while we're waiting for that to get installed, let's finish off the rest of the block. So we want that there, and there, and there. And basically, when all this stuff gets put in, we're basically going to have to pick it up and move it back 1 square with every single piece there. It's a bit of a shame, bit of a pain, but it is what it is. I'm going to actually hire an extra couple of workers because we only have 8 workmen. So I'm going to hire 2 more just to get us up to a nice round 10. And that'll help move all these materials a lot quicker. So you can see they're all being delivered in. And you've got all of our staff just running and grabbing them and dropping them in. This is all the equipment that we've ordered. So beds and, you know, toilets and bookshelves and radios and walls and doors and so on and so forth. This is all being brought in, you know, piece by piece kind of thing, and then installed. We also need to get some lights, so let's start planning where we want the lights. We're going to go to objects and we're going to go find lights. There they are. We have 41 in our stores because these are the ones that were supposed to be installed and we cancelled the installation of them. So they were there, they're already bought and paid for, we just need to install them. And I like to install these myself where I want them. So I'm just installing in the corridors and not in the cells with these. We'll put that one there. I'm going to put a light in here. Kind of slap bang in the middle of the cell block there, or the shower block. Like so. And we'll do the same over here. So let's go to light again. There we go. I'll stick one there. And again, we're going to kind of mirror what we've done in here. So let's drop these all the way down here. And you can see those toilets have got little flashing water symbols to show that they're not connected. That's because we dropped them in the wrong place. So that means these all need to be picked up and moved one at a time into position. Like so. So we can now move that to there. When that's moved, then we can move the toilet. Like so. Now we can move the door. Door needs to be there. Barred wall. I can't pick up the barred wall, so I'm going to have to delete that. So let's go to walls and doors and demolish walls and remove that one, and we're going to have to install the wall where we want it. So there's the barred wall, and we want the barred wall to go just there. And now same again, we're going to have to move this door to there. We need to demolish that barred wall, but let's drop one in there first. And now we can demolish that barred wall. And now let's pick up our radio, move that to there, pick up our toilet, move that to where it should be, move our bookshelf, pick up the bed, wait for the bookshelf to be moved, like that, drop the bed in, and now we can build our concrete wall to separate these cells out again. Like so. There we go. So our cell block is almost done already. We just need to work on the shower block next and then put a couple of extra little bits in. So we're going to actually go to rooms now and actually allocate these. So these are all cells, so let's just draw these in as cells. Now when you do your cell drawing, don't draw up to where the doors are because it can screw up the sort kind of positioning of the cells. So always draw inside where the door is, like that. If you had that there, it wouldn't recognize it as a closed off room, which would then mean it would be an invalid room and wouldn't actually count as a cell. It's just something you need to be wary of. And same again on there. We're going to draw those in and draw these in. Now at the moment, you'll see it does not meet requirements, and it's just saying that there are no canteens accessible by this cell. There is a canteen, it's just not actually installed properly yet. So those exclamation marks will disappear once we finish building everything. We're going to go into rooms again, and now we're going to allocate these as shower blocks. So nice and simple: shower, shower, and shower. And now you'll see view missing items. We can just go in and purchase the missing items nice and quickly and easily this way. So let's drop in the shower heads. I'm just going to go with basic shower heads. We're not going to bother with hot water showers. Oop, cancel that door. Objects. So it's all the shower heads in there. Let's do the same over here. So shower heads in. Spin that round. Do the same on this side. And same over here. Drop in. I mean, again, what we could have done was we could have just cloned one shower block. In fact, we will do that. We'll finish putting the shower heads in on this one. And then we'll clone one of these shower blocks to do that one on the end there. I want to put in some drains as well, so let's put drains down in the middle like so. This way we won't end up flooding our cell block. And because we've already built some stuff in here, let's do the same on this one like so. And now we'll go to clone, and we'll copy this cell like that and just paste it over the top. And this is why I installed the lighting afterwards, because anything that gets in is already pre-installed in here, like that light got demolished and it got boxed up, and then they had to come back and bring another light back to go wherever we said that we wanted the light to be. So it will end up, you'll end up buying something that you already own if you drop something over the top of, that's already there. So you can end up building up a big surplus of lights without even realizing it. But there we go. Now we just need a few more little things. So we want our metal detectors. So these are in objects. Let's see, where is objects? Metal detectors. Not gone too far. There we go, metal detector. So we're going to drop those in there. And same again over here. These are quite pricey, and they do put quite a big drain on your power supply as well. So you need to make sure you have plenty of capacitors if you're going to be using a lot of metal detectors, because they do, like I say, use up a lot of power. And if you overload your power supply, it just shorts out and trips the power supply, so you can't use it. Throws the whole prison into darkness, and as you can see, that's already shooting up. And there we just shot up again, and a bit more because we installed another couple of metal detectors. So you can see they do cause quite a big jump. We also have our solitary block over here. So same again. We're going to go to rooms first of all. I'm going to mark it as a solitary cell, and again we're only going 3 squares, not up to where the door is, because if we do it will cause issues. So we go there. That's our solitary block, or solitary cell. We want to go into objects. We want to put in a solitary door. Check that goes the right way round. And what we also want to do, we filter by all, so we want to put in a bed and a toilet. So there's the bed. Let's rotate that, put that in place, and then the toilet to go next to it, like that. And now we're going to go to clone, and we're going to copy, like so, and we're going to flip and paste that in, and now that door is going to open downwards because we've flipped it from that side. So we'll wait for that to be installed, and then we'll rotate the door like that. So let's pick the door up, rotate it round, That should now open up. It does. Excellent. So now we can clone like that and paste in like so. And there we go. There's our solitary wing. And because we'd marked it as a solitary cell, every time we've copied and pasted, it's pasted the cell formatting in with the items as well. So we don't actually have to draw those as cells. We've already done it as part of the copy paste with the cloning. And we want a metal detector just there as well. So one more item to put in. Let's go to objects. There we go. Where is M for metal? There it is. Drop the metal detector in there. And now we want some lighting in there as well. So let's go to lights. And I don't care about these guys not being able to see in the dark. You know, they shouldn't be messing around, which is why they're getting in solitary. So there we go. There is our cell block for solitary. There is our main cell block. Everything's kind of complete on those now, so this is a good place to end this episode. In the next episode, we will build our canteen and our kitchen. We'll also look at the yard and trying to get our infirmary and everything else over here done as well. So thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will be back with another episode of Prison Architect very soon.